We're gonna have some fun with this one as I'm waiting for my dryer to stop. So relatable moment here, right? Let's talk about 15 things that are just cluttering up your kitchen. The first one being those extra utensils like wooden spoons, the cheese graters, those spatulas that we think we need a ton of, those cookie cutters that we think and we gather at Christmas because there's tons and tons of cute ones. And yet we usually only pick maybe one or two. Today's a great day to declutter at least one of these extra utensils because we don't realize, but these little things are irritants and they take up a little bit of space, but in the overall feeling of our kitchen, it just makes everything feel a lot more stuffy. If you're looking in your kitchen and you're feeling really anxious, I want you to think about those one-use items like the apple slicers, the ice cream makers, the milkshake makers, the ice crushers, the ice machines. I mean, the list goes on. And honestly, they're so fun to look at, right? We go to the store and we see them and they're a lot of fun. But are they something that we're really using all the time? If they are, then great. I have a friend that uses her like huge slushy maker all the time. So girl, knock yourself out. But if it's something that you know, and I know you know, you're not using that popcorn maker that never comes out, these things, woo, they really do take up a lot of space. And I think the only thing that I've ever regretted getting rid of was my air fryer, which I gave to my dad. And I ended up getting a new one for Christmas. So yes, they can come back in our life when we realize we really want them. But honestly, that's the only thing that's made its way back. All right, where are my tea and coffee girlies? This one is for us. Those extra mugs that we're bringing in. I was the queen of collecting mugs back in the day. And honestly, I used to really want to have every Starbucks mug from all the different states. Anywho, that luckily never happened, thank goodness, because I just realized that mugs are one of those things that they add up really quickly. And honestly, I would be really overwhelmed looking in my cabinet when there was just a ton of excess. And let's be honest, we all know we have our favorites, the ones that we always pull out all of the time. What I did do in the beginning is I took all of my extra ones and I put them in a separate room in a bag. I called it my maybe bin. And then I knew if I wasn't longing for that mug, then I knew that it could definitely go. It made me feel a lot more comfortable about getting rid of it. Okay, so I got a comment about this last one on one of my videos, and so I know we're all here, but the expired or the old food in our pantries that, I don't know, maybe we just feel guilty about getting rid of them. I think that's where I am. Or it's just been in there a long time. We don't feel like having to declutter our pantries. Well, they get really stuffed very quickly, right? And so one of the goals, even for myself this year, has been to figure out what my daughter, what myself and my husband really enjoy snacking on and what we don't, and to stop repeating and buying those items that we never finish the whole bag. So think about the cracker bags that you have, the chips. What are the bags that you keep seeing that it never gets emptied and you're always having to throw away maybe like a third of the bag because it goes bad before you can eat it all? Those are going to be the items that we're going to make a mental note of and not repeat those so that our pantries can stay a little bit lighter. All right, this is my favorite one because honestly, I just got to do this in my kitchen, and that is to get rid of all of the old containers like Pyreexes or all those little glass and plastic containers that we have that don't have a lid that fit. Girl, if you haven't found it, you're not gonna find it. And when you do find it, you're not gonna remember where the bottom is. So let's just let it go, okay? If we haven't been able to find the top or the bottom, don't worry about it. Just let it go, okay? We all know we can find these items again and that they're relatively cheap. But for my birthday, I got a bunch of Pyreexes and I could not be happier about them. And I'm just so excited to finally have a set of lids and everything fits really nicely together. And so everything else that I had, all the Mismatched ones that I had, I ended up donating them and getting rid of them, and it could not feel better. All right, if you have a kid like I do, then you might totally relate to this one, but it is when we start to get way too many water bottles. Water bottles come in and they seem to come in masses and then they get lost in masses. Can anyone relate to that? But what I have found is that my daughter has the most water bottles. I think she has about 3, and she does take them to school and we rotate them. And then honestly, what I've had to do is just go into the school and look in their lost and found, because a lot of times it's where I end up finding ours. And so I don't have to keep buying and buying and buying. Go into the school, look in their lost and found. I guarantee your kid probably has a few in there. But for myself, I like to have 2 water bottles. They're 2 very different water bottles, and my husband has about 2. And that's all we need. I mean, honestly, that's probably more than we need, but that's a weakness of mine. Anywho. Yes, but I think all those extra water bottles, one, they take up a lot of space, but also once you've decluttered them, I highly recommend the thing that I got to hold my water bottles. It is way easier than the basket I used to have, and so it looks and functions a lot better. All right, so we're in the kitchen, and lately I've been craving simple, especially when it comes to food. I'm honestly tired of making meals that claim to be healthy and leave me feeling overwhelmed, rushed, and still unsure about what I'm actually eating. And that's why I wanted to thank today's sponsor, Green Chef. It takes so much mental load off my plate. Every box comes with the certified organic produce and responsibly sourced protein, so I don't have to read the labels or second guess the ingredients. Green Chef has over 40 clean, customized recipes each week, all built around science-backed nutrition. And on busy nights, the convenience is everything. No meal planning, no grocery runs, no mess. You can head to greenchef.com and click on the link below and use my code 50MinimalEase to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Green Chef box plus 20% off for 2 months. That code again is 50MinimalEase at greenchef.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Green Chef box plus 20% off for 2 months. Code 50MinimalEase at greenchef.com or scan the QR code and make nourishing yourself feel a little easier. This has to be one of the things that I'm most proud of myself about, so moment to pat myself on the back. Yes, ma'am. But that is, I've decluttered down our dish rags and towels, and I do not buy ones that are just seasonal, and I do not buy any until I absolutely need to have more dish towels, like they've gotten big holes in them or they're just completely done. I do not buy more. And I don't know why, but that was a huge weakness of mine back in the day, is buying the seasonal ones and then just buying them because they were cute, because they're like a cheaper item. I feel like I could just feel not super guilty about spending the money on, and yet I'd have drawers and drawers full of them and never use them. So now I basically buy the same set over and over again. I might vary the colors every once in a while, but it is nice to just have a set and not feel like you need to go to the store to get more. It really felt good to pare down and just have what is enough for us. If you're new here, my name is Becky Truda, and I would love for you to come join us here. We're a fun little bunch, but also throw a heart emoji down below if you're decluttering here with us. And the next one is going to be our broken, our dull items. My husband recently got a really nice set of knives for Christmas from his mom, and we are loving them, but that meant that the old ones could finally go. We have been using them for a long, long time, and I think I got them secondhand that long ago, like 15 years ago. And so I am so happy that we finally have a really nice set. But we don't need to hang on to the ones that are dull, that are broken, that are making us sad, because they're not going to inspire us to start cooking or get cooking. We need to only keep things that we're using and things that inspire us to be our best self in the kitchen. All right, we have a handful more, but the next one is going to be those free items. So as you're walking around your kitchen today, I want you to look at those things that have like labels on them from other companies, those water bottles maybe we got for free, or the little cups we got for free for winning something. I feel like that stuff is always coming in, right? And I actually have thought right now about something that I need to declutter, which is an old Chuck E. Cheese cup that we got for my daughter's birthday party. And that can definitely go because we have not taken it out in a really long time. Probably since the day we went to Chuck E. Cheese. So that, yeah, that can go. But those free things come in all the time, guys. Those promo items come in all the time that I feel like we walk out the door and we come back with something. So today I challenge you to go through and find some of that free stuff and get it out the door. We always need to be working on our junk drawer. I feel like it's one of those things that so easily gets over cluttered and crazy. And honestly, I guess it shouldn't be called a junk drawer. It should be called a useful drawer. Our useful drawer that has all those things like pens or our tape and our scissors. Those things need to be easily accessible, and they need to be things that are just what we need. When we have too much in there, guys, right? It's overwhelming. You don't remember what you put in there, so you don't know even what you're looking at, right? And it's just crazy. So get little drawer, divider, basket, whatever in your junk drawer. Put only the things that you're absolutely using. I know actually right now I need to go through and pull out some of the excess pens and markers. I feel like my husband and my daughter are always coming home with a few of them every week. So it is definitely time to collect the ones we're not using and send those right back out. All right, don't give up with me. We're almost done. We have a handful more, but the next one is our decorative items in our kitchen. If you know about my bathroom, then it's a very similar idea to my kitchen. I can't stand excess decor that doesn't need to be there when it comes to my kitchen because it's just another thing for me to have to deal with. It gets splatter stuff on it. So I have a few pictures and just a handful of little things like plants that I keep in here just to sprucing it up a little bit, but it is very minimal and is only things that honestly, I don't mind cleaning, I don't mind taking care of, and that's gonna be personal for everybody, but if there's anything in your kitchen decor-wise that you get irritated about cleaning or you're always looking at and you're saying, oh man, it got splattered on or whatever, those are the things that I want you to get rid of today. All right, let me know if you also have been a culprit of this. But the next thing that I want you to look for are duplicate items like measuring cups or teaspoons, things like that that we can find in the store, and they're so adorable and cute. And so we're just like, yes, of course, I need teacups shaped like hearts, and we end up buying them and then we regret it because it's just not necessary. So for me, what I realized is that less is actually easier when it comes to those kind of things. Having one measuring cup that you use all of the time, having one set of teaspoons used all of the time that are maybe minor stainless steel, but something that's easy to clean over and over again. Yes, when I'm baking, I might have to clean out the measuring cup once, but that makes so much more sense than having to clean out a bunch at the end and having a massive mess. So for me, I would rather have a much smaller amount of that. You're gonna have to figure out what's comfortable for you, but having a bunch of duplicate items that aren't being pulled out or used or end up just being a hassle is not what we're gonna do in 2026. Okay, we only have 2 more until we have a beautiful decluttered kitchen and we're living in peace and calm, hopefully. But the next one I want you to look for are old manuals and papers, things that you've been keeping in a drawer. Honestly, I'm so guilty of this right now. We moved into this house at the beginning of September, and there is a drawer that is still there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That is full of manuals for the appliances that they left here, and I have not looked at them. My husband hasn't looked at them, so it is time to pull them out and go through them tonight with my husband and see if there's anything we need to keep. A lot of times you'll find these kind of manuals online. You don't need to keep them all. And let's be honest, a lot of times if our refrigerator breaks, we're not gonna be the ones to fix it, or if we are, there is always a video that we can go find to find the solution for it. Keeping the manuals 9 times out of 10 is not gonna be super beneficial to you. So think about the last time you really used them. All right, so let's wrap this all up now with this last one, and that is to declutter those extra bins now that you have, those storage containers that you have in your kitchen that you don't need anymore because you have decluttered and you've gotten rid of a bunch of stuff, and now you're seeing all these extra bins. Don't leave them there because guess what? You're gonna wanna fill them if they're there. So we don't need to do that. So those extra bins, you can go ahead, take them, put them in another area for now, figure out if you need them somewhere else later, but get them out of your kitchen. You do not want another place to have to feel like you need to fill. And it's gonna open up that nice 20% of space that I say you should always have in a drawer or a cabinet to make it feel like it has room, like it's accessible and easy to use. You wanna keep that 20% open, so get rid of all of those storage containers. All right, friends, I hope this has been fun and helpful. My clothes are dry now, so we're gonna go take care of that. But I have really enjoyed this, and if you wanna learn a little bit more, then click on one of these videos right here, and I wish you guys all the very best.